Suai is a typical village on the coast of Timor-Leste. On Sundays, there's a procession through the streets. No tourists come here. People have little money and live a simple life. So, it's an unusual place to have this. The Janata Gusmao International Airport was built for passenger jets. Finished in 2017, it cost $120 million, all paid for by the Timorese people. But these days, it's empty. Lovely to meet you. Local Zhao Gusmao lives across the road.
Utilização nema keladun máximo tambah durante ni tare kata movimento konaba avião nesusar tebes durante nen.
Today, a small army of cleaners keep it tidy. The airport was meant to transport thousands of workers for Greater Sunrise, a multi-billion-dollar oil and gas project. It was supposed to transform Timor-Leste, one of Asia's poorest nations, bringing in billions in revenue, but it hasn't happened. And it's not the only major bit of infrastructure in the area sitting idle. This stretch of road was meant to connect the airport to a refinery and LNG plant as part of Greater Sunrise. This 4-lane expressway was built by a Chinese consortium about a decade ago for $550 million. But there's no traffic here. There never has been. It connects one small village to another. After years of neglect, major sinkholes have emerged.
You just waste money there, no benefit. Until now, it's still empty. I don't know, maybe they can...
Mara De Silva runs a local civil society organisation in the capital, Dili. She says the government went all in on Greater Sunrise.
We already went to airport.
Funding and building major infrastructure before a deal was finalised.
It's unrealistic. You coming with that big dream. You coming with the beautiful plan without thinking your capacity and your capacity to implement.
Right now it's looking very much like a white elephant where a lot of money and time is being spent developing infrastructure for a project which has not happened.
Oil and gas analyst Saul Kovanik says the issue comes down to the Timor government's 2-decade commitment to want to build its own oil and gas industry. He says the government has long insisted the gas from the Greater Sunrise field be piped to Timor rather than to existing infrastructure in Darwin.
If you can get a big resource project like an LNG project built on shore, there are economic multiplier benefits for the nation which go well and beyond the value of the project or the taxes directly from that project. And this is beyond just economics. This is about resource nationalism. This is about the politics and the personalities of very influential people in Timor.
Continuamente pobre, continuamente pedinte, ou ser autossustentável.
That was Janata Gusmao in 2004. The independence hero, then president, is today Timor-Leste's prime minister. And over 2 decades, his stance hasn't changed.
The natural gas from Greater Sunrise must be processed onshore in Timor-Leste.
Mr Gusmao was joined in the capital, Dili, by Prime Minister Anthony Albanese last week.
I think that I bring good news on the Greater Sunrise project. I think that the agreement that we've signed today, which you will see, acknowledges how important it is for both of our nations.
Australia and Timor-Leste share a maritime border and are set to share future royalties from Greater Sunrise. In the agreement signed last week, Mr Albanese committed to donate 1/3 of Australia's cut, potentially worth billions, back to Timor-Leste. But Mr Albanese was non-committal when asked about where Greater Sunrise gas should be piped.
We will work through these issues in a constructive way. We acknowledge that there is commercial issues involved, so we will allow that process to occur.
1/3 of the Greater Sunrise project is owned by Australia's Woodside. After years of inactivity, in November, Woodside announced a cooperation agreement to explore piping the gas to Timor. It said gas could flow by 2032, But Saul Kavanagh says the commercial reality paints a different picture.
The truth is, Woodside does not see this as a priority project for them. No oil and gas company in the world does. Well, there's a lot more competition coming into the LNG market. There's a lot of other options to be developed which are lower cost and bigger than the Sunrise development.
He says either the Timorese government gives in and allows the gas to be piped to Australia, or it gets Australian government support, using the threat of Chinese investment as a bargaining tool. The final option, they go it alone.
Essentially gamble the entire national economy and government budget on a single LNG project with no proven operator, and I think that would be an exceptionally risky thing for the nation of Timor in the long term.
Back on the streets of Suai, politics and corporate boardrooms are a world away. Juan Guzmão says his community was relocated to make way for the airport and highway development, and they simply want to see what was promised to them.
Necessidade, depois quando vai eminia recrutamento para o aeroporto, nemos abamberu se acumula para emi, oportunidade para emi, liliu para juventude sira, mas na realidade agora não é tareba, bacelo kida. Depois de governação troca malu ba mai, makane sanede